guarding the entrance to the property. Fourth quarter, baby. All right, we made it to the Bluegrass State, AKA Bourbon Country. We are going up here to meet with a buddy of mine that I've known for a couple years, George Cummins. He runs Salt River Outfitters, also runs the brand Buck Bourbon. This past fall, we were all up here for the New City Challenge in Kentucky, and I spent most of my time door knocking for deer permission for this year. Spent a bunch of time in this area. They have properties all over this part of central Kentucky. Got the invite to come back up and turkey hunt a little bit. This place is also owned by Worldwide Trophy Adventures, and we are doing a whitetail hunt for opening week of Kentucky in September this year. So kind of doing killing two birds with one stone while I'm up here. Turkey hunting for one, but also want to get like kind of a feel of some of these properties. I'm honestly hoping that George puts me to work, whether it's filling feeders or helping plant food plots, or maybe we go shed hunting a little bit, but just kind of want to get familiar with the place before we come up here in September to deer hunt. What's up?
Wind? What's up?
Yeah, it's rough.
I got a plan though. When it's like this, we usually ride that thing around and wait till we find one strutting somewhere, and then just get as close to them as we can, because in this wind, it's going to be impossible to hear them gobble unless they're right on top of you.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of what I was thinking.
I want to show you at least 3 farms today. I've got another spot set up for in the morning that I'll go with you there just to show you, sit with you in the blind.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do whatever you want to do. I was kind of thinking the same thing with this wind. Like, we might be able to get on one, but it's not going to be like
it's not going to be,
not
crappy.
A
traditional turkey hunt. We got a lot of farms here close that are untouched, so lots of birds. So. And I think we can get on one. If we can find one in the field today and sneak up the fence rows, we can get. If you can get set up within 80 yards of him, we kill a lot of birds in the wind, but you have got to see them first.
All right, we just pulled up to the first farm. Decided to just go ahead and try to find some turkeys. Drove a pretty good ways from the lodge. We're about an hour 15. Gonna hit a few spots. This is his biggest farm, and then gonna ride around here, check the fields, and then he's got like 5 or 6 other farms that we're gonna kind of check on our way back over there.
The last 3 weeks, the birds have been coming up here to dust.
Oh, no way.
See all the gobblers?
Yeah. I thought you saw a turkey for a second.
No, but they're definitely been here. I mean, you can see, and those droppings are fairly fresh, but all these dust bowls.
Well, let's just sit in here. Can you close the door?
There, maybe we get out of the wind.
It's gonna. I am underdressed for this.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't bring it up close.
Yeah. I don't see him. I think this tree's in my way. I'm on here going straight. They were, and then they hit the wood line and started like kind of going up again. I'm on one walking into the woods. So. Yeah, 1.5. It sounded There's a wood line. I can still hear they like went. It sounds like they're right by where we parked the golf cart. Let's just go back to where we were set up and see if they do anything. All right, farm 1. There's at least 4 gobblers out here, so it's a good start. We're gonna check out the next farm. I would be pretty content starting here in the morning, but we'll see what else there's to offer. We got a little carried away there. I said we were just gonna go check them out, maybe roost one, but we got a little aggressive. I'm gonna tone it back now. Some hens. So we looped all the way around on all the birds that are on this opposite ridge. Kind of cut them off. They ended up, all the hens ended up like coming up the hill above us to us calling. But for some reason the gobblers didn't follow them. The gobblers like stayed down in this ditch. And there's too much thick stuff between us and the ditch for them to really come up here. At least not easily and willingly. I had one gobbling in the woods, and then I guess Alex said he saw one pop up like 10 yards right here. I couldn't see him, I was a little bit lower. It sounds like they moved like off the property line, back in the woods a good ways now. Probably going to roost right here. That was close. Guys, so we found some birds. We got a couple options. Well, we just rode back to the truck and spotted those gobblers. They were running up the road on the neighbor's property. Looked like they're headed towards like a little cow feedlot or something with a bunch of hay on the ground. So most likely those birds are gonna bed or roost on the other property. So we got a couple options. We got the first property we went to where there's at least four gobblers, or George has another spot that we have not been to. We didn't make it to today. He's got a ground blind set up, and he said there's a bunch of birds there too. But I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. I kind of want to go back to the first property just because we have seen it now. And I like just kind of getting out there, listening for birds on the roost and trying to run them down and set up. But I don't know, we're gonna grab some dinner and come up with a game plan. I heard a hen cut maybe 3 times down this hill towards the river. I haven't heard anything else. So I just can't sit still. Sitting still is for deer season. It's turkey season. I see one hen in this bottom field. I want to loop down here. There's like an old barn in the corner of the field I think we can sneak up behind. Maybe we see if
those jakes are walking out towards us though.
Maybe we see if the hens are on the backside. If not, we can kind of get down and try to get closer behind them.
No, it's an open field right here. You're not gonna get any closer.
There's not a hill between them.
No, this is one big crop field that cuts. It goes right through there. This woods right here behind us. It's not a very big one, but there's no undergrowth, and it's like perfect for turkeys to go in there and shade.
Okay.
The rest of these hollers are pretty thick, but now that woods is all open all the way back through there.
We're gonna try to make a play on these birds that we saw when we first got in here. I want to get back up to the top of the hill and just kind of ease over. They went in. They went in probably like 300 or 400 yards down. We might loop around this way, or to get down in that ditch. But I don't know. I was gonna try to get eyes on them first. How long has it been? At least 30, maybe 45 minutes. I think it's closer. An hour. They've literally been attacking the decoy for an hour. I've never in my life have I had a bird on a decoy for more than like a couple minutes, and that was an hour. And I was in like a half crunch the whole time. I think they're jakes.
All right, we are the worst turkey hunters out there. Don't let us fool you.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, I killed 2 birds this year. How many you got? 5?
Yep.
Ooh. Check his tags. I don't know about that.
I've only been turkey hunting with you this year, so I hope you know that.
That makes sense.
As of right now, we're not in the game. It might be midday before they work their way back down into this creek bottom and cross. We ain't got time for that. They're going the other way, back to where we started. I don't know what happened to the birds that were up here. They stopped gobbling. This one's been strutting out in the field. He's got a ton of hens, and they're going up over that hill towards that road that we were set up across from. So we're gonna loop back around and try to cut them off. They're guarding the entrance to the property. We have no play. These turkeys are in the same-ish spot they were yesterday, a little bit higher up on the hill. Is that the strutter coming up over? No. I don't see the longbeard yet. I just saw 2 jakes and a bunch of hens. See the strutter?
How far?
150 yards down the corner.
Get him!
I'm almost positive it's the long.
Oh, dude, he's dead. He's dead. Let's go!
Could you see it on the video?
I could. Holy crap. Dude. That one had a full fan, I'm 90%
Yeah.
sure.
That was a poke. Oh my gosh. Oh. I've been laying there for a while. Dude, they started working back down the hill. I thought, like, those hens came within, what, 10 yards, 15 yards?
Yeah.
I'm just laying out in the open behind the Jake decoy, and I think they knew something was up. So they were just hung up, like, right off this hill. All I could see were, like, a couple heads, and then once the longbeard kind of got to the wood line, I saw his fan stick up.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get a shot at him, but he kept having hens, like, all around him because he was, like, pushing that hen around.
No, so what you didn't see, literally 10 yards right here, 2 jakes and a gobbler come in.
Really?
They're pushing him around all down there with the hens.
They looped around to
They
him?
were literally 10 yards to my left and then looped down to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, baby. That footage might not be very good. Alex was sitting like probably 10 yards behind me holding the camera up like this. Like all I could see was his head and the top of his fan.
Yeah, we were sitting there. I had 25 minutes of footage just when I could see him.
Oh, really?
So we were there for probably 30 minutes.
All right, let's go make sure this is the longbeard. He's got a full fan,
He had a full fan, 100%.
but sometimes Super Jakes have pretty close to a full fan. Yes! Dude! First Kentucky bird. Oh, my back hurts. Oh my God. That's him, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's him. Yes! Golly, Kentucky was tough. These hills. Oh, he could. I was kind of worried that he couldn't see the Jake decoy, but you can see it clear as day. I guess he didn't want none of that.
Well, he had 3 of them already beating him up, so
Yeah.
didn't really need that one.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
He's got hooks.
He's got hooks. Well,
Oh my.
pretty good.
Over an inch, easy.
This one's pretty solid.
Dude,
They're
for a
dark.
blind shot, that's a heck of a bird.
Yes, thank you, Lord. I thought we were gonna make the long trek home empty-handed. This was a last-ditch effort. Spotted the birds on top of the hill. First Kentucky bird on the board.